Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? So we're here on Tuesdays, as I always do, with my afternoon thoughts for you and sharing some things. So we're coming into, well, we are in the holiday time, and it's often the time when a lot of stuff gets stirred up. I don't know about you, but I feel it, and there's things that, when you get all upset about things during the holiday times, then it's good to have techniques and resources and tips in your bag to help you get through those times so that you can make your holiday season enjoyable and smooth and not up and down with the roller coaster and the trauma and the drama and all that stuff that goes on with it. So thanks for tuning in. So I wanted to if you wanted just to drop a comment a note in the comment to start with, what are some of the most challenging experiences or conversations or emotions that you have during the holiday times? Do you want to just kind of drop me a note there, and then I can kind of comment on that as we go through here. Hello, how are you? Hello, Sarah. So there's some things that I want to share with you today that are based on ancient wisdom from the Chinese traditional medicine theory. So are you familiar with that? Just give me a likes or a thumbs up if you are. So that follows along with the meridian points, and they're meridian lines, and then the points on the meridian lines. The acupuncture points where the needles go in, or with acupressure, then you can use your fingers. But there's certain points that when you rub them or massage them, then that helps alleviate some of the energy stagnations in your body in certain areas, that the stagnation of which is oftentimes emotional energy. So when we have stuff during the holidays, like tense conversations with people, then we walk away that we were just muttering under our breath, oh, I wish I should have said this or should have not said this. Or if you feel kind of depressed and alone, which is very common, what other things can we experience? Anxiety and fear of how to deal with certain family members, or, the common things that we all experience. So with each of the meridian lines or energy pathways, then there's a set of emotions that correspond with it. So for example, with anxiety or fear or depression or anger, there's certain organs where those energies tend to pool up, as well as in their energy lines or the meridians. So when we can massage certain points of those meridian lines or certain acupuncture points, that helps ease some of those emotions. So I'm going to share with you a couple of them today, and I have a cheat sheet that I'm reading off of them. So if you want that cheat sheet, let me know. Drop a 1 in the comments below, and I can get you the cheat sheet so that you can have the diagram of where those certain points are, and then and what those points correlate with on the emotions, and then you can massage them whenever you need to ease depression or ease some anger or anxiety. Sound good? All right, so the first one is anxiety. And so that is eased, or you can ease it on the heart meridian line, which runs through your hand. So this one is, so you find your wrist crease, and it's just below it. It's a certain point on the meridian line. So it's just, if you can see, there's kind of like a divot right here. If you push in, can you see that? So if you rub that for a few minutes, you can do it on both wrists, but if you just rub right here for several minutes and just focusing on you, bringing your attention back to you, breathing very calm and rhythmic, evenly, long, slow breaths out, long, slow breaths in, while you're rubbing this point, and visualizing on the exhale, exhaling out all the anxiety, exhaling out all of that churning emotion that gets built up. So just rub right here for several minutes, however often during the day you need to, but that will help shift your energy. It will help ease the anxiety of, whatever things or you're experiencing that triggers that. Okay? And then the other thing that you can do while you're massaging this, you can also add essential oils to amplify the whole process. So, essential oils of juniper, of cypress, geranium, lavender, or vetiver. So what you do is just drop a couple of drops of oil right here while you're massaging it. And then you're just breathing in the oil, the aroma of the essential oils. You're rubbing it into this point. And if you've got a good quality oil, that will interact with your body's chemistry to help shift how you feel. The body makes an emotion or a chemical for every emotion. So when you're feeling anxiety, like in our example here, your body's making chemistry of allowing you to feel that emotion. So when you apply some of these oils that I just mentioned, like the cypress, the juniper, the geranium, when you apply that to this point, then that will go in, be absorbed into your blood and travel throughout your body, and that can help shift the chemistry of the emotion of anxiety so that you can just lower your feeling state. Hello, Jane. Thanks for tuning in. And Vishna and Sarah. So that's one spot. Okay. Any of you guys, did you know about that before, or did you know that you could massage there? Just give me a thumbs up or a yes if you've heard of that. Another thing that I want to add too, when you're using essential oils, is why the quality matters. Our bodies have always had a very harmonious relationship with plants. The plants are like the world's best chemists. They make all kinds of chemicals in them to support and protect the plant. And so when we take the essential oils in, then we get those same benefits of the chemistry of the plant. A lot of essential oils on the market are what I would consider inferior quality because they don't have a lot of those chemical constituents in the oil that you need to interact with your body's chemistry to shift your feelings, your emotions, like I was just saying here. Another thing too is oftentimes oil manufacturers will add synthetic fillers into the essential oil to extend it, so it's diluted down, it's not as strong. And then when you have plants that are grown conventionally with a lot of chemicals, pesticides, herbicides sprayed on them, that chemical residue also gets in the plant and mixes with the oil, and so you've got an inferior oil. And so when you're applying those kind of oils on you, then you're not going to be able to get the same effect because you don't have the chemistry to do it. So that's why you want to have an oil that's as high quality and pure as possible, with no heavy metals, no pesticide chemical residues, no extenders and fillers of like alcohols and solvents is very common. You want just the straight oil from the plant, and that's going to be able to give you the most benefit when you use it for any reason. Sound good? So if you want to know the oils that I do, then reach out to me. I'm happy to share with you what those are. Okay, let's go to anger and frustration. How many of you feel that during the holidays? You're out on the road, or you're in town shopping, or dealing with some certain family members or coworkers, and all the anger and frustration builds up. So what can you do to calm yourself down so that you can still enjoy your holiday time? So the anger and frustration point is on your calf. So what you can do is just go into the bathroom if you're out and about, or if you're at work, and just kind of rub this point, or go into your car, or just take yourself away from the people that are irritating you and just breathe and calm down for a bit and rub this point. And if you've got some essential oils on you, you can use those too. So this is in the gallbladder meridian. And that is the meridian line that runs down the outside of your leg, on the outside of your knee, along your thigh, down to your foot. So this particular one is right below your knee. So you want to feel around. It's near the shin bone on the outside. So you'll feel where the bottom of your kneecap is, and then you'll feel the top of your tibia or your shin bone, how it kind of widens out like this, and then the kneecap is on top of it. So you're going to want to get right below the kneecap, and you'll feel a little, almost like a tender spot there. So just rub around the top of your tibia bone on the outside of your calf, just below, an inch or so below your knee, and you'll get that point. So that's called the gallbladder 34 point. It's number 34 point on that meridian line. So again, you'd rub that, just massage it, calming yourself down, breathing out the anger and the frustration as you're rubbing that point, and even maybe telling yourself, I'm calm. It's an affirmation of, I'm happy, I'm calm, a lot of harmonies in my life, or whatever affirmation is going to help you just shift your state while you're rubbing that point just below your knee. And then some essential oils that are really good for that are orange and bergamot, chamomile, lavender, and peppermint. So if you have any of those oils, you can pull them out and rub the spot just right beneath your knee, at the top of your tibia bone, your shin bone, and that can help just ease and diffuse the charge of the anger and frustration that you can have that's common throughout the holiday times. All right, so if you want this cheat sheet, I've got a couple other things on here too that I'll share with you on my next video. But if you'd like that cheat sheet of what those points are and what the essential oils are that you can massage on those points that help certain emotions, then give me a shout out. Let me know. I'm happy to share it with you. And also I have other resources and such in my study group that's all about sugar cravings, helping you free yourself from sugar cravings. So if you want to know about that, then just again drop me a note or drop me a 1 in the comments below, and I can reach out with you for that. So how this correlates to sugar cravings. So when you're in the holiday season and, hello Kelly, you're rushing about and the emotions get stirred up, what do you tend to do? It's easy to overeat, or it's easy to grab some of the sugary sweet things, which are in big abundance this time of year. And when we don't really pay attention to what we're eating, it's easy to overeat, easy to eat the wrong kinds of, or things that are not as healthy, and then we come away feeling like, oh, I just feel gross, I've got a stomach ache, I shouldn't have eaten that, now I've upset my digestion. We all experience that from time to time. That's very common when we're stressed out, when we're upset emotionally. Then we gravitate towards food, we overeat, the volume and the quality of foods just gets stirred up, or we're off of our normal routine. So when you catch yourself doing that, then just stop and pause. It's like, what am I feeling right now? What's going on that I'm grabbing for extra food and extra sugar? Is there some anxiety, some anger, some frustration, some depression, some loneliness going on? When you can identify that and then use some self-care tips to help with those emotions, to manage those emotions, then it makes it easier for you to say no to the sugary things or to deal with some of the people that could irritate you this time of year. All right. So if you want to know more, just reach out to me, drop me a 1 in the comment below, and I can give you this cheat sheet and tell you more about my sugar craving study group. All right. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful holiday week with your activities and the loved ones and family. And until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon.